Hello, my beautiful fragrance family. Dustin here, fragrance fan. Go ahead and do me a solid and click that like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification, and I'm just going to keep on bringing you guys these budget-friendly fragrance reviews. That 40-ish and under dollar range, and most of these are way less than that. A good number of these you can find at your local rack stores, and I found both of these ones at my local Burlington. They're both $29.99, and I want to go over the similarities and the differences between these two fragrances. And I'm talking about Bentley for Men and Bentley for Men Intense. I can't tell if that's focusing or not, but you'll get a good shot of it here in just a minute. So let's dive into the similarities and the differences of these two fragrances. First, I want to go over the common bond that they both share. Real quick, Parfumo.net shares exactly the same notes, identical. Fragrantica shows that Bentley for Men Intense has a heart, a mid-note of geranium, which can kind of be like a rosy type of accord, and a base note of incense. So, what you can expect from both of these fragrances is to have a masculine, woody, spicy opening, spiced rum, a good, generous dose of some spiced rum and some earthiness. That's what they both are. In a nutshell, a spicy, woody, boozy, earthy fragrance with little to no sweetness. The difference between the two fragrances is Bentley for Men Intense opens up sharper, woodier, drier, and more of like a dry, spicy accord. That's what that one is. The original Bentley for Men opens up with a little bit more of a bright bergamot, and the bay leaf seems like it plays a heavier role in this one. There's almost a powder hint. There's no powder. There's not even a powder accord on Parfumo.net or Fragrantica or anything, but I get almost a powdery hint right off the top, right in the opening, and I think the bay leaf must be giving this thing a hint of a sweet floral touch. It's funny because Bentley for Men Intense is the one that adds an extra floral note, whereas Bentley for Men is actually the one that I kind of detect almost a floral, almost a rose. Like, I'm surprised it's not listed in there. When I compare the two, side by side, in the dry down, they're really similar. They are really similar, but that's the difference to me. The brighter bergamot, powdery touch, and a little bit of a sweet floral accord. Whereas Bentley for Men Intense, like I said, is woodier, sharper, drier, spicy. The incense note doesn't even play that much of a role in this thing. As far as the performance on both of these, they both are very long-lasting fragrances, not quite beasts. And to me, honestly, I think they perform about the same. They perform about the same. Intense might project a little louder at first. In the dry down, it gets even less as far as how much more it's projecting. The longevity overall is about the same on both of these. I'm getting 8 hours every single time on both of these fragrances. So it's really close. They're both really close. And everybody talks about Intense being so long lasting and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know what the original is. I just know that this one's really good and that Bentley for Men is really good, at least on these newer batches. So they have way more similarities than they do differences. Way more similarities. They're both very woody. They're both quite spicy. The one is just a little bit softer on the spice. Bentley for Men Intense, honestly, is a great name for this because it just takes what Bentley for Men is and gets the bold part of it and makes it a little bit louder, except the spiced rum part. I think they're about the same. Get that heart of spiced rum in both of those, keep it right where it is, amp up a little bit of woods and some of the drier spiciness on Intense, and just ramp up a little bit more of a florally aspect on Bentley for Men Original, and that's kind of what's going on. If you're starting out with these, I would honestly probably recommend the original, Bentley for Men. If you smell Bentley for Men, if you got that one first and then you smell Bentley for Men Intense, it's immediately going to remind you of the original. If you have Intense, which I got first, and then get the original, immediately going to remind you of Intense. They both smell very similar. Almost redundant to own them both. If you're a beginner and you don't have that many fragrances, you don't need both. But if you're an enthusiast like myself, then go ahead and get both of them because they're both phenomenal. They're both like, I don't know what my rating was last time, but now that I know the longevity and everything that these do all together, they are both an 8.5. I enjoy these things a lot. They are business fragrances. They're classy. They stand out from among other fragrances. They are confident. They make you feel good. They make you kind of feel more like masculine or something, more confident. Both of these fragrances do. They're the kind that you want somebody to catch a whiff of you, and they will when you're wearing these because they're both pretty loud. So yeah, you can overspray with them fairly easily, but you won't really offend too many people. It's really strange how these ones work because they're so bold and masculine, but they're not offensive, right? They're pretty much liked by everybody. So, like I said, 8.5 out of 10. One's just a little bit more bergamot floral and a touch of sweetness, while the other is drier, spicy, woodier, and that is the Intense. That is drier, spicier, and woodier. They're both very masculine. They're both great for the cool weather, daytime or evening business for sure. They're awesome for the business. They're awesome for any kind of dressed up occasion. And for what they are, they're just phenomenal, especially for the price point. The quality on both of these is unreal for the price point in these. Both made by that Lalique thing, which for whatever reason, almost some of their fragrances are niche quality and they're super cheap. I don't understand how that happens, but it did, and it transferred, like I said before in one of my other videos, into these Bentley fragrances. That's my opinion. So, yeah. That's the differences and the similarities between the two. Hopefully this is helpful. Helps make you make a decision if you are confused on which one to buy. So yeah, with that, I'm out. Y'all be blessed. Take care of yourself always. Until next time.